What's up, squad? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Okay, guys, so this is going to be your November mid-month, November 15th to December 15th. So let's see what's going on. And guys, I was laughing because in the last video I posted, I kept saying squad, squad, squad. And someone's like, I wonder what sign she is. And I'm like, squad. Squad. I'm a Taurus, guys. All right, so let's get into this. Let's see what's going on. What is going on for the sign of Taurus? Past, present, and future, November 15th to December 15th. Okay, so the energy that you guys have is the Eight of Cups. So there could be something that you're emotionally invested in that you choose to walk away from in this time. And with the Sun card in reverse, it could be because of unexpected information that came out about a new start. Okay, if this is within love, maybe somebody cheated, maybe somebody stepped out and went elsewhere, went towards another direction. Okay, or if this is with work, some of you could have been dealing with somebody who was abusive with their power. Just, you know, a boss was a pain in the ass. Some of you could have been the boss who's a pain in the ass, but this is just someone who's abusive with their power, okay? But I really do feel like it's talking about promiscuity in a relationship and someone walking away. All right, now the first card that we have for the past is the Justice card in the reverse. So with the Justice card in the reverse, you know, this is a situation happening that you guys don't see it as fair. You guys don't see it as good. It could have been cheating. It could have been someone stealing from you. Okay, anything that's just not good. But this injustice made you feel good. Okay, so for a lot of you, it could have been the Taurus that was doing this. Okay, and with the Seven of Wands, you're standing your ground. So if you have people asking you who, what, when, where, why, you're just, you know, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm not going to say shit. Or I'm going to stand my ground with the stance that I have taken, and I'm going to let this person know that, or I'm going to let my boss know this, okay? And even if it's you guys who are, you know, the person who's doing this injustice, now you're doing everything to avoid problems with this, okay? And now you just want a new start where you're going to cut off anything that comes at you negatively. Next card is the Devil card in the reverse. So you're removing yourself from anything toxic that happened. Okay, and the Lover's card. So there's a deep connection that you guys have to someone here, and you don't want problems, you want to be happy. And, you know, sometimes that involves moving away from somebody. So I see, you know, for a lot of you, you could have gotten out of a relationship, or you could have walked away from a job, or just some sort of situation in order to make yourself happier. And it could have been hard to leave behind, but I feel like you guys were going towards something that was going to be more fulfilling, because now you're finding balance in the fact that you're moving away. With the King of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like whatever you moved away from, it wasn't something that you were really passionate about. I feel that it was something you were keeping around just because you could, okay? Because the King of Pentacles in reverse, he knows who or what he has power over, or she knows who or what she has power over, and she is going to take that, or he's going to take that to their advantage, okay? They're going to use that to their advantage. This is someone who wants to have their cake and eat it too. This is someone who's going to keep you around until they find something better. This is someone who doesn't like the job that they're at. They just show up because it's a paycheck. Okay, so there's a sense of boredom with that King of Pentacles in the reverse. And that's, you know, the Taurus energy. It could possibly be the person that you're dealing with. But I feel like it is the Taurian here. And with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, any sense of heartbreak or disappointment that you felt, it's subsiding here in the past. Okay, Knight of Cups in the reverse. Could have been promiscuity, and I see it being on the Taurus end. Okay? And you're moving away from a situation because you're happy elsewhere. Okay? But it's like you could be worried about the heartbreak that you're causing, or the disappointment that you're causing in someone else. Okay? And again, guys, this could all be vice versa. So, you know, if you guys are in pain right now because this happened to you, I'm not taking away your pain. Okay? Now, the first card that we have for the present moment is the Death card. So I really just see an end to the situation, but I see something new starting as well. Five of Wands. And whatever this new start is, whatever this change is in your life, it's conflicting. You could have more than one person fighting for you. You know, maybe you're moving towards somebody you really, really want to be with, but the person that you left, they're not ready to see you go. Okay? Maybe you have like a lot of tension with coworkers here. Okay, but this is going to be tension between more than two people. Three of Wands, and I feel that you're just turning your back on this because there's something else that you see in the far distance that would be better for you. A better job, a better opportunity, a better lover, okay, a better partner. And you just don't want problems. You just want to be happy without having to explain yourself, okay? And that's fine if you don't want to explain yourself, but I got to put you online. If you guys are going to cheat, that's just, you know, a bad way to go about it. If you're truly unhappy with the person, drop that person before you go towards somebody else. Because, you know, karma is real, guys. Karma is real. So with that, you know, being on your karmic plate now, if you were the ones that cheated, it's going to come right back to you. But it's not going to happen with just anyone that you date. Karma, it knows when to hit and, you know, when it's going to hurt the most, because that's when we learn the lesson. So most likely, when this comes back around, it's going to be when you're in deep, head over heels in love with someone, okay? And that's not when you want karma to come back around. You don't want to see the person that you love, you know, cheating on you. So if you're unhappy with someone, or if you're unhappy with the situation, just be moral about the way that you let it go, okay? Think about yourself for a moment. You know, how would I want someone to deal with my heart if I was hurting? Okay, so have that sense of sentiment towards that person. If there was, you know, memories that you shared, if there was good times that you had, even if things went shitty, still respect them for the love that they brought into your life, for what they did for you, okay, and vice versa. All right? But I feel for some of you, you're moving towards a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And this is someone who's being very loving, very amorous, or you could be working with someone in business who's very charismatic. And you feel good about this. You feel abundant here. And with the Judgment card upright, I feel like you guys made the right choice. All right, but with the Nine of Wands in the reverse, there could have been a sense of promiscuity that happened in order to get your wish. Okay, and you know, by getting your wish, you're realizing that what happened in the past was a waste of time, and now all you want to do is focus on this new start that you have and change your life with this new start. Okay, and just leave the past in the past. And with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, any sense of poverty that you were feeling, any sense of loss that you're feeling, any sense of rejection that you're feeling, it is subsiding. Eight of Pentacles, and you're working hard on this new beginning that you guys have, putting a lot of time and investment, you know, being very tedious with what you want to do, and having the ability to bring this thing on. You're working really hard to manifest something. And again, trying to avoid problems. Now, moving forward, the first card that we have is the Six of Wands in the reverse. So with the Six of Wands in the reverse, there's just a situation that it's like you're not 100% proud of how it happened, how it came to pass. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse. So if you guys were speaking to a water sign, maybe this person was painting this beautiful photo or this picture for you, and they weren't able to keep up with their promises. Or this could be someone who's being a little bit reserved towards you, or somebody who holds back on speaking to you in a loving way. And again, this could be your energy towards that as well. All right, we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse and the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So there could be this abrupt change where you guys leave somebody and karma kicks you in the ass right away. Okay, this person ends up just bouncing. That could be it. Or you could just be upset, well, yeah, because this is a card about unhappiness. This, you know, this could be you really just feeling bad about the person that you left behind or the situation that you left behind, because maybe that's when you start to empathize and you start to say, you know what, I fucked up, you're right, okay? And I know that for a lot of Tauruses, it could be somebody doing this to you, but I with this spread, I see it as a Taurus who's doing a lot of the bullshit, okay? And with you guys being my sign, I love y'all, but if you guys are fucking up, I'm going to call you out. Okay, so the next card that we have for the future is the Strength card in the reverse. So however this transpires is debilitating for you. Okay, we have to do things the right way, guys. If you don't do it the right way, don't be upset when shit hits the fan. There's an offer that you're accepting, but you don't feel strongly when you accept this offer. Okay, with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, You accept the offer, but you don't put any effort into it. Okay, it's like you're like, okay, this is where it's at, but I just need a second. Give me a second. Let me, I'll call you tomorrow. Let me just think about this real quick. But you do accept it. It's just like you're scared in a sense to move forward. And it's probably because you guys parted ways with somebody in the past, and now you feel that you have to keep this thing a secret. Because I feel that there's at least 2 people here that are emotionally invested in you. Okay, or there's something from the past where you just don't want to parade this new thing because it's, the pain that it's going to cause other people. Okay, or how bad you might look if people see this, quick change. All right, and with the Page of Wands, there's something new that's coming in here, something that you're passionate about, but you're just being hesitant about, parading it in the streets. You're not trying to, celebrate and invite every friend on Facebook. Okay, you want to kind of keep this thing on the hush for now. The last card that you guys have is the Queen of Cups. So yeah, for a lot of you, you could be going towards Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And there's a sense of imbalance here. It's like that person is there for you. That person, could be treating you good, but you're in balance because you feel like maybe the way you went into this thing was just very reckless. Maybe you didn't think it out as well as you could have. And it's like you're trying to communicate directly with people, but there's, this King of Wands in reverse keeps popping up. So there's this sense of promiscuity and unreliability here. And somebody who's just becoming emotionally detached and doing what they feel is going to be best for them. And, I feel that it's you guys releasing a burden, and with the Queen of Pentacles upright, this is something that's going to make you more stable, but don't be a shitty person to get to stability. Don't step on other people's back in order to make yourself feel better. Okay? Come on, Tauruses. No fucking up, guys. Don't make our sign look bad. Alright. But if you guys are the ones in pain, I feel for you. But the best revenge when somebody hurts you like that is just to be silent and never allow them in your life again. Because when shit hits the fan, there's a good chance that they're going to come back crawling. And, they're just going to say, oh, please take me back, blah, blah. That's the point where you just got the power back. Let it go. Believe a person by their actions and not what they are saying to you. What is the guidance for Taurus for November 15th to December 15th? What is the guidance that Taurus could take for this time? Okay. Shaman. Ancient healing wisdom. This is a very appropriate card. And I love when the shaman pops up because it never pops up, in a place where it doesn't make sense for it to pop up. Now, with the ending of the reading, it shows that there's something that may hit the fan. Okay? Something that might come back to bite Taurus in the ass. Okay? Or it could be vice versa. Maybe you guys were done wrong and this is going to bite that person or that partner that you had in the ass. With this card, because there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of promiscuity, and I just feel that the way Taurus may be going about things this month is not the best approach, okay? Our sign, we're usually very patient, very methodical. We like to think things out. We like to take our time. But we're taking on more of, this air energy in the reverse where when you have this card in the reverse, this is the fastest moving energy, okay? One of the fastest moving, the fastest moving knight. Okay, in the deck. When this person is in the reverse, they're moving fast, but they're not putting any thought into it. Okay, so they're going to make a lot of mistakes. They're going to leave a lot of evidence, a lot of shit behind that's just going to, again, it's going to hit the fan. When we do things in that way, all we're going to do is attract negative bullshit. So, I'm not saying that the Taurus or whoever cheated or whoever did this injustice, I'm not saying that you're wrong for wanting the person or the new job or the new path that you went on. I'm not saying that you're wrong for that, but there's a way. There's a way to do things where we're kind of clearing our karma, making sure that nothing's going to come to bite us in the ass. And I just don't feel like the Taurus is going about things in that way. I feel like the Taurus this month is being very selfish, okay? And I love you guys, and that's why I have to call you out. But yeah, I feel like the Taurus is being selfish. I feel like there's someone who truly cares about you or someone that, put a lot of time into you. And it's okay if you don't want to be with that person. You know, it's okay if you don't feel the same, or if it's okay if you're completely done with the job and you feel like your time there has come to pass. But there's a way, guys. You just gotta do things gracefully so that you're not compromising your future happiness. Okay? If it's a job, don't just leave abruptly, especially when they need you. Put in your 2 weeks. Give them the heads up. You know, if it's a person, sit them down, talk to them. Okay? And guys, you know, as Tauruses, you have to understand the importance of that, because with Taurus, we're probably we're probably the most stubborn sign in the zodiac. So change is very painful. It's very hard for us. We like to know that we're in control of things. We like to know that we're going to have that same routine every day. So you guys know already how devastating it is when something changes so fast and we have no control over it. It's the most painful thing that I think a Taurus can deal with, you know? So if you're doing that to someone else, empathize with that pain. Put yourself in, you know, that person's shoes and just sit down and let them have that closure. And I know in the past I've always said that we don't need closure, but if someone's done a lot for you, if you have a lot of history with someone or with a job, that's the least that you owe them, okay? Or that's the least that they owe you, whichever direction this is going in, guys. So you have to take that high road. You know, you have to do what's moral, because when we do things in a shitty way, when we fuck things up, that's how we get a lot of shit in the future. You know, if someone comes into your life, say, and I said this in, I believe in the Scorpio video that I posted not too long ago, but the way we get into a situation is usually the way that we get out of that situation. If you take someone's man or take someone's girl, someone in the future is going to take your man or your girl, okay? If you completely fuck someone over and go into a new situation when all they wanted to do was genuinely love you, that person that you left them for, they're probably going to leave you the same way. Shit just has, you know, a way of coming right back around. The energy that you guys put out, it's so serious, and people think that we can move through life without consequences, and that's just not life. Okay, life, it's unfair at times, but it's also very fair, and I feel that people who do fucked up things, you know, they pay for it in some way, shape, or form. So I'm saying this to you guys because I don't want you guys to be in a place where, you know, things are just fucking up for you because of how you chose to approach it. Now, back to this card. When we take an approach and we're kind of unbalanced with how we're doing things, that means that there's something wrong with our spirit. Our spirit is broken in some sense. And you have to get back to the core of who you are. You have to regain that balance. You have to regain that stability within yourself before moving forward. Okay? Because if you keep doing things with an ill spirit, you're going to do nothing but cause shit into your life. And I don't want to see that, especially for my squad. So make sure that you guys are taking the right approach. You guys are, you know, absolutely entitled to be happy, but you don't want to step on the backs of others in order to do so. Okay? And if someone did this to you guys, you know, I hope that you guys are able to get the closure that you feel you may need. But if you don't, just take it as a lesson learned and try to move forward as gracefully as possible. But I love you guys, and I really want to see you guys making the right choices. And with the future outcome that you see, you know, you guys have the power to change that to your benefit. So I really just want you guys to take a very kind and gentle approach with this, because I feel like you're in a situation where you have a lot of people invested in you, whether it be with business, love, friendship. There's people who truly care. So you don't want to shut out the people who truly care, especially for something that came into your life in such a sloppy way. Okay? I love you guys. For those of you who do want a personal reading, I have gotten it down to a 3 to 5 day wait. Okay, so I'm just finishing up some of the last readings I had. For those who have iPhone and you want to get in touch with me on the spot, you want to call me on the spot or you want to text me on the spot, there's an app called InstantGo. I left my link there. It'll take you right to the App Store so you can download it. Android users, I'm sorry, but I don't have, the app is not available for Android yet. It should be by the end of this year or the beginning of 2018. But it'll be there soon for you guys. It's slightly more expensive than the 3 to 5 day wait readings that I send you guys through email, but you get it the same day. Okay, so it's literally just a margin of a difference, a little bit more expensive. But yeah, other than that, everything you guys need to know, prices, different readings, different methods of getting readings, you know, same day readings, readings that you wait for, the prices for all of them, everything is there, guys. So just scroll down, completely just read through everything. I promise I make it clear as day. Okay, squad, I love you. Don't fuck up this month. Take care.